Alright, Shalom. First and foremost, when I start this lesson off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone. Honors to our brothers who are still fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. Shalom to all the sincere believers. Now, this lesson is going to be based on these three new fires that broke out in North California. So through the Spirit, I'm going to read this article, get some precepts, the Lord's will you're edified. It says 3 fires broke out across Northern California Friday afternoon amid persistent hot, dry weather conditions and gusty winds, including one fire that briefly snarled traffic leaving the Bay Area. The Alameda County Fire Department reported in a social media post at about 2:55 p.m. that it was on the scene of a vegetation fire near the eastbound lanes of I-580 in a plot of land east of Grant Line and midway in the Altamont. Officials called it the Grant Fire and stopped forward progress about an after it began. Traffic cameras showed traffic at a near standstill on the eastbound lanes at about 3:30 p.m. The fire is one of 3 that broke out on Friday amid persistent hot and dry conditions and gusty afternoon winds in the region, particularly in the interior. The Peter Fire has burned nearly 50 acres near Clear Lake. Cal Fire officials said on social media that the fire is about 5% contained and that air and ground operations continue to stop the fire's progress. A third fire broke out north of Modesto and burned 15 acres before firefighters managed to stop forward progress at about 1:30 p.m. Meanwhile, the Pickett Fire in Napa County has spread to about 6,800 acres and is about 41% contained, according to Cal Fire. Evacuation orders and warnings remain in place for several zones between Calistoga and Etina Springs. Officials told the Chronicle Thursday that they were investigating ashes as the potential cause of the fire. Yeah, but we know these are ultimately the fires of the Lord. These aren't just random fires. Isaiah 29:6, Thou shalt be visited of the Lord, Yahweh of hosts, with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, and the flame of devouring fire. And that's what these wildfires are. These wildfire, these brush fires, these vegetation fires, they're flames of devouring fire. And just like with these earthquakes, the Lord is having multiple of them happen at the same time in different areas. And like I've said before, that is a sign of the times. Luke 21:22, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled. And the constant chaos from the fires and the earthquakes and the storms and tempests is the vengeance of the Lord. This is his vengeance and this is his judgment. Every time you turn around, there's a fire that's forcing people to have to evacuate, standstill traffic, a lot of destruction getting caused, all the smoke in the air, this toxic smoke in the air from the fires. When it comes to earthquakes, all the destruction that earthquakes can cause. Same with the storms and tempests, a lot of destruction, floods, power outages, people could die. And this is the Lord's vengeance being manifested, being put on display. because we're living in the last days. And so, as I've said before, we can expect the judgments of the Lord to get turned up and be manifested more and more. 2 Timothy 3 and 1, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. And when you look up the definition of perilous, it means full of danger or risk. And with all the fires, the storms, the tempests, the earthquakes, the power outages, the wars, the shootings, the stabbings, it is becoming increasingly dangerous in the world. And there is no escape from these judgments. Like people want to leave whatever city they're in and go to a different city, or leave the country they're in and go to a different country because they think they'll be able to escape. There is no escape. No matter where you go, judgment is going to take place. The only way you're going to be protected from it is if the Heavenly Father deems you to be righteous. Otherwise, you're going to get caught up in whatever judgment He wants you to get caught up in. And a lot of people in these last days are going to find that out the hard way. And this is why the scriptures tell us that we should fear the Lord. Because when you fear the Lord, you're not going to be visited with evil. Proverbs 19:23, the fear of the Lord Yahweh tendeth to life, and he that hath it shall abide satisfied. He shall not be visited with evil. Majority of people out here do not have that fear of the Lord. Their actions and their words are clear evidence against them. And because they don't fear the Lord, a lot of people are out here doing a lot of wickedness, just daily angering the Lord. That's why in Psalm 7 and 11, it says that Yahweh judgeth the righteous, and Yahweh is angry with the wicked every day. That's why every day judgment takes place, because that's the anger of the Lord being revealed to these wicked people. People getting into horrific car crashes, people getting stabbed up, shot up, burned alive in a fire, people drowning, people falling to their death, people committing suicide. These are all judgments from the Lord because these people keep pissing Him off. And now they have to feel His wrath. Now they got to receive those sore strokes. And these fires that we see, these earthquakes and these storms and tempests, are a part of that wrath, part of that vengeance, part of that judgment, part of the Lord's anger being put on display. And like I said, as we get further and further into these last days, the Lord is going to turn up these judgments more and more. They're going to happen more frequently. They're going to be more intense, more extreme, more destructive, more deadly. And when the men of the Lord say these things, a lot of people mock and laugh and scoff and scorn. But they're not going to be mocking and laughing when they're suffering. It's not going to be so funny then. And that's why those of us of the hopeful elect, we can't get upset when these people mock and scoff and scorn. Because we know that, hey, they're in the crosshairs of the Lord. It's just a matter of time before that judgment shows up. For those spirits of vengeance visit these people. All we have to do is just stay locked in, focus on fervently and diligently serving the Lord. And He'll take care of everything as He always does. A lot of great miseries and great destruction is about to befall these wicked people. And they deserve every bit of it, because at the end of the day, we all must reap what we've sown. If you're being righteous, then you're going to reap salvation. If you're being wicked, you're going to reap destruction. Plain and simple. So with that, I'm going to wrap it up here. Closing, I want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakudash, the Wadi Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, for putting the spirit on me to do this lesson. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Honors to all the brothers who are fervently pushing the word in sincerity and in faith. And shalom to all the sincere believers. Hope you all stay strong, stay safe, stay fervent, stay circumspect, stay prayed up, and Adawan Ratazah. Till next time, shalom.